Hello, everybody. My name is Blake Kohler. I'm the CEO of Pulse for Good. And hopefully, since you're watching this, you're interested in how one of our partners, the Road Home in Salt Lake City, Utah, is using the Pulse for Good product to try and help with their COVID-19 response. This is not a fun time for anybody, and hopefully, most of you are social distancing. But for some people, they're not able to social distance, and particularly those that are unsheltered or living in emergency shelters. They don't really have the choice, right? And so they're stuck in this really hard situation. They need somehow to stay safe, to stay healthy, and be able to try and help society by social distance as much as possible. Um, but they don't have the same resources that you or I do. And so there's a lot of work being done to try and figure out how to do this. And one of the groups tackling this is the aforementioned Road Home in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Road Home is one of the oldest homeless service providers in Utah. The Road Home reached out to us just the other day and asked about changing the questions that are being asked on their kiosks. This is a common thing. We change questions all the time, and we want to make sure that everybody has a customized survey. What really set us apart is they wanted their questions to be based around the COVID-19 crisis, and in particular getting feedback from their clients about what they're doing and about how they can improve. And so what was implemented is a very simple question of, hey, do you want to give us more feedback on this? If they don't want to, they can skip it and go on to other questions. But if they do, a conditional question then triggers and then asks them some additional questions. And they ask them a bunch of qualitative questions. So we get past the quantitative just star rankings and we're into more tell us how you feel type questions. And they ask three specific ones. The first one is there any area that's not being cleaned like it should? This is an awesome question, particularly right now in this crisis, being able to know what do I need to do better to help people feel safe. Even though it may be that these places are actually getting cleaned fairly adequately, just helping people understand there's not the perception of it is valuable in and of itself. But it also may be that these places aren't getting cleaned adequately. And so knowing that allows us to be able to tackle that problem. The second question, which is great, is there anything you need to stay healthy? Is there something that you need that's not being provided? And by doing so, we can then try and line up people that are offering services, offering different opportunities with the needs that are being seen and probably not understood. So it's an amazing second question. The third one, which I love, is there anything the staff are doing right now that are helpful in this crisis? I love this question because it helps people understand what is working and what people are seeing as helpful, and you can double down on those things and put a lot of more time and energy into it. Overall, I think it's a tremendous display of leadership by the Road Home and an opportunity to see through the crisis and not just get stuck in the crisis and be able to understand, hey, we can improve things even right now, even in the midst of the craziest time that you may have. Being able to utilize tools to continually improve your process really sets you apart. So shout out to the Road Home. It's an amazing thing. And if anyone else wants to be able to utilize this, please feel free to reach out.